From Tennessee, from the east to the west, we are talking Cowboys everything. And you've just entered
the Cowboy Zone.
Welcome back to another episode of the Cowboy Zone pregame show. I'm Marcus Jones coming to you from Memphis.
And this is Lambo from Cowboys, y'all, out of Johnson City, Tennessee.
All right, guys, I see you all are coming in pretty quick. First of all, hope you enjoyed your Halloween yesterday, and I hope the time change did not affect you remembering that we go live at 11 a.m. Central Time with the Cowboy Zone. All right, Lambo, we did a lot of talking about draft and free agency and trades last week. So today we're going to try to hop right into some of the topics that we normally hit that we didn't get a chance to hit. And before we start, what's up, Mendoza? William Coulter, thank you for joining us as well. Lambo, let me know if my internet starts to go out so I can change my
yeah, I was going to say, you were cutting out a little bit and slightly freezing.
Okay, I thought I saw it jump. Yeah, I just changed it, so we should be good.
What's
Super
up, everybody?
Cowboy, appreciate you joining us on a Sunday.
I may look really different today. So
I was going to ask you about that before we started.
Yeah. It's weird.
Was that part of the costume or just something you did?
Well, where I dressed up is Joe Exotic. I had to shave everything into the handlebars to go down. As soon as we got done with Halloween, my wife's like, "That's got to go. You can't leave that handlebar thing." So I just shaved it all off. Now I got a baby face for the first time in like 15 years, and I look like a different person. I look weird. But
I shaved, I'm gonna go back for 2 years, so I can't do it.
I know, man. And I'm gonna try to be as like uplifting acting as possible, y'all. But like an hour before the show started, my grandma got sent to the hospital in the ambulance, so I'm a little got a lot going on in the brain. But I'm gonna try to stay kind of active and active.
So I'm sure you guys can understand what that Lambo has to take care of family business.
Yeah.
So we normally try to get out about 11:50. We're gonna stick to as close to 11:50 as possible, just so Lambo can go take care of his family and go check on things like that. So let's hop into the first topic of the day. Today is Sunday. Got a big game coming up tonight. So let's talk about the injury report, because there's been a lot of moving parts on both sides of the ball on both teams. So first of all, we got Dallas, and thanks for joining us, Spoonie, and guys, thank you for the support. I know Lambo told me before we went on air his grandmother's really close to him, and it's kind of weighing him down inside. So I'm sure he appreciates that as well. All right, so on the Cowboy side, we get Sean Lee back. That's been confirmed. We also get Joe Looney back, and it looks like Awuzie is out for this week. He needs one more week to recover. So, Lambo, first of all, they haven't put out the depth chart or anything yet. Do you think they find a way to squeeze Joe Looney into the starting lineup, or is he just purely a backup right now?
I don't think he will hit the starting lineup, but I think if they see any struggles on the interior, that they would quickly put him in the game.
Okay. Follow-up question to that. Connor McGovern looked really good the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If they decide to put Zach Martin at right tackle, which one do you think they put in at guard? You think they throw Looney at guard, or you think they put McGovern back out there?
That is a good question.
That's the better question.
My thought is, or at least what I would like for that to happen, is them to go with McGovern at right guard if they bounce Zach Martin out to tackle.
Yeah.
And my reasoning for that is he's the younger guy. He's the guy that, could be the future at the other guard spot, possibly. He's younger. I mean, they've shown this past week with getting rid of 3 aging veterans that they're ready to finally let the young guys play. So it only makes sense to try to keep that thought process and develop the younger guy. And McGovern is the younger guy that could be, a long-term solution for us. So I say hopefully it's him.
Yeah. Jeff, I think we can all give up on him playing left guard right now. They
seem to think Connor Williams is great, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
So guys, that's something to definitely be on the lookout for this week. If Terrence still struggles because Brandon Graham does have 6 sacks in 7 games. Do they push Joe Looney in at guard or McGovern? So be sure to watch that as well. Now we got Sean Lee coming back. Jalen Smith has been playing 100% of the snaps every game. Do you think now that we have a proven guy who they have confidence in, that they may finally take some of the snaps and the pressures off of Jalen and let him get some rest? For me, I hope so. You can't. To me,
I mean, I hope so.
everybody bags on Jalen, but I feel like his 2 biggest problems are, one, he's playing tired, and 2, he can't cover. Sean Lee helps take care of both of those because Sean Lee, even though he's older, he's so smart and he plays so well in space that makes up for his lack of athleticism. So I've been saying for all season, if we could take Jalen off the field on some obvious passing downs, it'll do a world of wonders for his game. And I felt like the reason they wouldn't do it is because they didn't have faith in the guys behind him. But now that they got a guy who they have faith in, even if you move Sean Lee to middle and put LVE at the wheel and take Jalen off the field, that's still an improvement.
Yeah. The reason I hesitated, I guess, is because Mike Nolan seems that he's made some questionable decision making throughout the season. So I'm like, yeah, it only makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely let Lee take over those duties.
All right.
Hopefully Mike Nolan will do that as well.
Yeah. And another good thing, even if they don't take Jalen off the field, the beauty of Sean Lee is if LVE comes off the field, Jalen doesn't have to take over play calling because now Sean Lee steps into their role. So hopefully that helps as well, because I feel like even with LVE back in the plays he's out, Jalen has to take over play calling, and I think that hurts him. Yeah, Shane Odom coming in from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. It's not a crazy thought, Shane. That's not a crazy thought at all. They had Antoine Woods playing fullback a little bit on the goal line.
Yeah, we've seen Woods a few times on that goal line.
I would love to see a real jumbo formation where you put Looney back there fullback with our offensive line inside the 5.
Yeah. Actually, Connor Williams he's a pretty athletic dude, probably the most athletic offensive lineman. I wouldn't mind Looney being the left guard and have Connor Williams jump in that fullback spot on the goal line.
And Connor Williams actually has a little tight end background in his history, so he could be a threat for a pass as well, and he is athletic.
Whoops, my bad.
You did it. All right, so we're at 11-11. Let's jump on the Eagles side because they got a couple of guys coming back today. They have both of their tackles coming back. Lane Johnson's been struggling with injuries for the past 3 weeks. I think they said he's finally healthy. And also, they got Jason Peters finally coming back. So they have their left and right tackles coming back. The guy who played left tackle is probably going to slide back into guard. So their offensive line is going to look pretty good this week for a team that's been giving up 4 sacks a game. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to that, Lambo, but what do you think about the line changes and how it may affect how successful we may be against the pass rush?
On the O-line?
Yeah, on their O-line.
Oh, on their O-line. I haven't been following it too closely, to be completely honest.
Okay.
You'd have to catch me up.
But yeah, Jason Peters is coming back this week, and I think he's going to make an impact on that left side. Lane Johnson and D-Law, they've always had battles. So I feel like D-Law can still get something over there, but I don't know if Gregory ever had a chance to play against Jason Peters. But you got to think about super athletic Randy Gregory versus a 38-year-old left tackle.
Yeah, it sounds like a good battle for us.
Yeah. And
that's he is back. I seen that because I scooped him up on fantasy in all 3 leagues, like
exactly.
ASAP.
So that changes a lot for us in terms of how we played them, because Richard Rodgers had a good game last week, but he's not athletic. He just benefited from volume. Now you got a guy.
Yeah, Goddard's good.
Exactly. He's their number one target, without question. They also got Jalen Reagor back, their first-round pick. Does that scare you at all? I'll just leave it at that Quick question.
Maybe a splash play from
Uh-huh.
him, I could see. But like overall, throughout the length of the game, don't really bother me too much.
Yeah.
I think there could be a time where he might get behind us and have one good catch, one big gain.
Right.
But I don't think he'll consistently
Yeah.
make a difference in the game.
Yeah. Like I was telling guys on Star Game last week, Rager's the third option whether he's back or not. Fulgham is the truth.
Yeah,
Like that guy's earned his reps. He's their number one receiver. And then you got Arthega Whiteside, and you still got Greg Ward, which everybody still tries to sweep under the rug because he was a undrafted guy. They have talented guys. I don't know why they drafted Rager, but hey, I'm glad they did because
should have been Justin Jefferson.
it should. To me, they should have just gone to another position like corner.
Yeah.
They have decent receivers. Jalen Rager wasn't an all-star. Now, if Justin Jefferson is going to step in and be your number one, I say, yeah, draft him. But Rager was not a number one receiver. To me, that was a wasted pick. And I'm with you. He may get a splash play just because of his speed going against Jordan Lewis in the slot, but I don't expect him to be their number one target.
Yeah, I don't either.
All right, so I think that's pretty much it in terms of the injury front on both sides of the ball. I know we don't have Awuzie coming back, so they brought up Savion Smith from the practice squad.
I seen that.
Yeah, I thought he was more of a safety than a corner, though, so I don't know how they're going to use him.
Worried about William says worried about Bart Scott.
I think he means Boston Scott, the running back for the Eagles. Yeah, Adam. I don't think Tyler B's leaving the starting lineup. I think he's earned that spot for sure. I think he graded as a top 10 center and like top 3 in terms of rookies. Ralph Campos, I think he makes a difference in terms of getting guys off the field for rest and also play calling.
Are you sure Cheeto's not playing today?
I thought I saw something that said he wasn't playing. But if he is or you see something, let me know.
I'm going to double check real quick.
Jeff, good question about the D tackle we traded for. Now Jeff knows I follow 3 teams in college: Clemson, UCLA, and Missouri. Don't ask me why, just 3 obscure teams I follow. So I'm actually familiar with this kid. To be honest, I didn't know he was in the league, and I'm a guy that follows UCLA. But what I remember from him in college, he's a big kid, about 6'3", 320. He's very athletic for his size, and he's a penetrator, and he's a very active player. That's about all I have for him. As in terms of a guy in the rotation, I think he'll be good for 5 or 10 snaps just to give you a high motor and another big body. But that's about as much as I can expect from him right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Marcus.
Awuzie's out.
Yeah, Awuzie is out. So it looks like just Lee, Looney, and Savion Smith were activated to the 53.
All right, we're at 11:17, so now let's move on to our over-under for today, where we talk about different players and different matchups, and we decide whether or not we'll go over-under on certain stats. So, guys, everybody in the comments, make sure you be sure to join in on this as well. Also, be sure to like our video and also share it. Share it to your personal page, and share it to your favorite Dallas Cowboys fan page. All right, Lambo. So, first over-under I got today, I've been seeing the questions kind of pop up in the comments about Ben DiNucci. People asking if our O-line can protect him and what do we think about him. So I kind of told you guys Wednesday I was feeling kind of good about him. Now that everybody's kind of hyping him up, it makes me feel bad. But I'm hoping he still comes through. So first question, over under. Does Ben DiNucci get 200 yards? Guys, join in the comments.
Total yards or passing yards?
That's a good question. I didn't even think about that. Let's do 200 total.
Yeah. I think
over
so.
Over under 200 total. You think he gets 200 total over?
I do, because I think we could see him have 40 rushing yards in this game.
Okay,
So
I
I
can see that too.
yeah, so I yeah, I'll say over 200.
All
The
right. So what
one
about?
thing I like about him is that I liked about him when we first drafted him, I had no idea who he was, so I went and found as much tape as I could. I like his quick release. I
Hmm.
think he's got a good arm on him.
Very good.
One of the things I noticed I really liked, other than him being pretty mobile, he might be able to scramble and
Yeah.
pick up some first downs that way, but which is going to be needed with this O line. But one of the things I liked about him was how his attitude. He
Yeah.
seemed like he had like a fierce, like this, like I guess cocky type, fierce
Hmm.
attitude. Like he just wasn't scared. Like nothing. Even though he come from a small school, like he talks like, I'm the dude.
Yep.
Like so,
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. I think you have to be very confident to play the quarterback position. He seems like a kind of guy that's very confident, and if he did turn the ball over, he would shrug it off, and it wouldn't affect him mentally. So we'll see.
Yeah. And I mean, Danucci's about a 4.7, 4.8 runner, which for a quarterback is very fast.
Hmm.
Now, you asked about total yards. Let's just assume it's passing only. Do you still go over 200 passing?
It's gonna be close. I'll say yeah, barely. I'll give him slightly over. I think he'll be in
Yeah.
that. I think he'll be around 207, 210, something like
I
that.
give them over on both as well. I have
Yeah.
no faith in the Eagles secondary. And Taiwan, thank you for joining us. Jack Meeker, thank you for joining us as well. I won't go Romo situation yet, Jeff. He's a small, very small kid. And I didn't get a chance to do a nerd notes this week because I was so busy with other stuff. But when I watch him on tape, one concern I have is he has a strong arm, but he has a lot of faith in his arm.
Hmm.
He has the tendency to throw the ball just with his arm only and not use his legs. And that leads to a lot of balls sailing on him, especially like on out routes or in routes. If you guys remember watching the game last week, I think Gallup ran an out route and he threw the ball and it just went 5 yards on the sideline. Stuff like that concerns me about him because he throws all arm all
His
the time.
mechanics he needs to get his mechanics down.
Yeah, and he wasn't even under pressure either.
Yeah.
Hey, I see somebody ask why Mike Nolan's here. Mike Nolan. Oh, I thought he was talking about Mike Poland, the UK Cowboy guy. Oh, I think he means the DC. I think we have to wait till the bye weeks on that one. So we talked about total yards, and you mentioned he's going to get 40 yards rushing. I had another over under on him 5 rushes. Over under him having 5 rushes. Not scrambles,
Not
but like
scrambles.
like a read option or a bootleg that he just keeps because they have to take advantage of his athleticism. You think we have 5 design
Might
plays, more or less?
design.
I give it the over. I think we're gonna bootleg the hell out of them because they have such good end rushers.
Yeah.
So
They're
I'm
probably not too terrified to get him hurt at this point. It's either
yeah,
boom or bust season at this point. So
yeah.
just go big or go home. But I'm gonna say push.
Okay. Push. All right. I see we got a lot of people saying over as well. So now we go to the wide receivers, and outside of Darius Slay, they really don't have a corner that we should be afraid of. And even Slay has looked bad this year. He's not big play Slay unless it's get a play put on you big. We said Danucci goes over 200 yards. Over under any of our receivers cracking 85 yards. Either one of our 3 receivers getting over 85 yards.
I'm trying to think who. I think we will have one go over 85. I think CD goes over 85 this game.
Okay. It's hard to say who his go-to guy is, just like it was with
Yeah,
Hamilton.
I'm just throwing the dart.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just assuming he's gonna have to get the ball out quick. Okay, let me get to the slot guy.
Yeah. I do like that matchup with Gallup versus what's his name? Jalen Mills.
Yeah,
Jalen Mills like 5'8", not very fast.
and Gallup will high point the ball.
And Danucci likes to throw the long ball. So he could get one big one and maybe 1 or 2 comebacks or something.
Man,
And
I hope so. I hope Gallup is his favorite target. Is all I know because
yeah,
Gallup. I'm struggling right now with injuries in my money league in fantasy, and I need
yeah.
Gallup to have a good game in.
So yeah, I mean, but if not for that, I'm still leaning towards Cooper. Cooper's gonna get six catches no matter who the quarterback is. Now, what he does with those, that's to be seen, but he's gonna get his 6.
Yeah.
Now we got to go to the offensive side one more time. The question I ask every week:
Zeke.
does Zeke get 100 yards? Over or under Zeke 100 yards?
I'm gonna say under so that he will finally get over 100. I'm sick of believing in him to get over 100 yards and then it not happening. So I'm gonna say under.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep asking until we get proven otherwise.
I'm gonna start saying opposite of everything that's not working. So
Yeah,
under 100 yards rushing for Zeke.
yeah.
Maybe he will
Also,
actually.
I forgot this injury report. The Eagles get Malik Jackson back this week, so that's going to help their run game as well with him and Cox. So that should be interesting inside. Yeah, their run D is solid, and they get another piece, Jack Meeker, and definitely Cooper has to be big. Now, before I go to our defensive side of the ball, I got 2 more questions on offense. Ben DiNucci's a new quarterback, so of course we have to expect mistakes to be made. Over under 2 turnovers for this offense this week. Even if it's not DiNucci, just Zeke fumbling, DiNucci fumbling, interceptions.
Over.
1.5. Okay, you said over on 2. All right, we'll stick with that then. All right, guys, over under 2 turnovers this week.
Probably 3.
Yeah. I'm leaning push on this one. I'm giving. Now I wouldn't go this far, Vondale, and I'm one of the few that's been. I've been one of the few that's on the Cowboys winning this one. I don't know about no turnovers. That one's gonna be hard. So yeah, I'm leaning
We'll
push.
see.
Yeah, I see a
I
lot of people
was
going
I
push.
was leaning push.
Yeah,
But I feel like I could see 2 picks. Even I hope he doesn't, but and I could see maybe a sack strip fumble.
to be
But
honest, I don't see the Eagles secondary being good enough to get 2 picks. I think they only have 2 for the whole season. We only have
Yeah.
1.
we'll see. I guess I'm just worried about a guy coming out of James Madison and coming into his first NFL start in a division rival game, and I hope he plays well. I think he's gonna take some chances though. For some reason I see him really taking some chances on the deep ball.
All right.
We'll see.
Okay, so this year we've averaged giving up 3 sacks a game. Over under 2 sacks for us giving up. We get Zach Martin back.
Get Zach Martin back, but Cam Fleming's still starting at left tackle, right?
I don't know. I don't even like to talk about that guy, honestly.
2. I'm gonna say over.
Okay. I'm leaning over 2. Yeah, Vondale, good point. He
Yeah.
did play at Pitt before James Madison. But yeah, I'm leaning over 2 on that one. Just because of that guy at left tackle.
Yeah, Cameron Fleming, or not Fleming, Cameron Irvin.
Yeah.
Cameron Irvin does worry me a little bit.
A lot.
So hopefully, if he struggles, hopefully we see Zach Martin kicked out to left.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
All right, so now let's talk about our defensive side of the ball. The last question we asked Adam was whether or not our offense gives up 2 sacks. Are we going over or under on that? All right, let's go to our defensive side of the ball really quick with 11:28. First question, injury report. We talked about they get Dallas Goedert back. He pretty much steps in as their number 1 option receiving. So in his first game back, over under 80 yards receiving. That was really tough for me.
It is tough. I'm wondering how healthy he is. I know he's coming back, but I'm actually gonna say under.
I'm really leaning under 2.
It's not gonna be by much, I don't think. but
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be close. but
Yeah.
I'm leaning under.
I got in my vision. I'm seeing this somewhere in the 70s.
Hmm. I'm with you. Williams says he won't play much, and that remains to be seen. You never know. But I think he's their number one option whenever he's on the field, whether it's half the snaps or all the snaps. It doesn't take a lot for him to make an impact. I'll say that. And yeah, you're right. Richard Rodgers did have a good week last week, so they could do a split,
Yeah.
work him back in slowly. I
Real
see everybody's kind of going under with this one, except Adam. No, I'm sorry, Adams went under as well.
quickly off topic. Did you see where Jay Glazer noted on Fox about all the teams that reached out to the Cowboys interested in trading for Alden Smith
I did.
and how we turned away every one of them? So it looks like they want to hold on to this guy.
Yeah,
It's not going to be a Quinn situation. It don't look like where they
right.
just let him walk in the offseason.
I don't think he's gonna generate that big of a salary either. Not as much as people think.
Yeah.
You know, as fans, we inflate all of our players. Um, for example, I've been seeing people post nonstop. We should have taken that third round pick for Alden Smith.
That ain't going to happen. Nobody's
The
going to give a third for him.
the Seahawks traded a seventh round pick for a more proven DN and Carlos Dunlap. A seventh. You think
Yeah.
we're getting a third for Alden Smith?
Not happening. We'd be
Not happening.
lucky if someone offered a 6.
Right, exactly. A conditional sixth.
And that's not worth it. I would rather try to retain him.
Yeah.
Or if we lost him, we'd get a better, like you said, conditional pick next year.
Yeah. Jack Meeker, to be honest, I would be shocked if he got that much. I'm leaning more towards you give him a signing, but you sign him to a 3-year deal. You give him $10 million bonus just because he hadn't got money in a while. So you get to spread that over 3 years. First year of the salary, probably pay him for $5 million. And then years 2 and 3, you probably take it up so that in year 2, if he doesn't perform, you can cut him. Yeah, but Crawford got $9 million 6 years ago when they expected him to be the face of the defense. It's a completely different time frame now. So yeah, you say we got a conditional 6 for Griffin. That could turn into nothing. So yeah, you just don't know. And I think we're definitely going to keep him. All right, so now we're talking about pass rush with our ends. Like I said, they got Lane Johnson back. They got Jason Peters back. Over under our defense getting 2.5 sacks. The Eagles give up 4 sacks a game.
I'm going to say over.
Okay.
I think we're going to see some good snaps from Anai this week, too, by the way. I think Gregory's going to get some good snaps and provide some speed off that edge that we've been desperately needing. I'm going to say over.
I'm leaning with you. They give up a lot of sacks. I think D-Law definitely gets one this week. I feel like Gregory's probably going to get one. And then I think we'll probably find 2 more somewhere else. I think we get 4 sacks as well.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was going to say Vondell, the defense tackle we picked up, I can't pronounce his last name, Eli Anku. Yeah. We got him from the Texans in trade for a future 7th rounder, so really nothing. And he's 6'3", 6'3", 325 pound.
Yeah.
So big guy. We'll see what they can do with him.
High motor guy too, and very athletic for his size. I like them coming out of UCLA. Again, I follow UCLA, and I didn't even know he was in the league. So that tells you how irrelevant he's been in the past. I think he's been in the league 3 years now. He was a big penetrator in college, so that's going to be good for us. He was always in the backfield. He didn't make a lot of plays in the backfield, but he always had his guy pushed back.
What's up, Brian?
Yeah.
Beer gang in the building.
Lane is questionable, but if it's not doubtful or out, he's playing. Trust me. He may leave the game, but he's definitely going to play. Somebody asked a question about. Oh, Brian, thanks for joining us. I missed you too. I missed you coming in. Beer gang, always a pleasure. Somebody asked a question about how many snaps Randy Gregory gets. They'll probably have Alden Smith as the starter, but I wouldn't be shocked if they're going 50-50. What about you, Lambo?
Yeah, I see 50-50 because he had some. Alden was dealing with a little bit of an injury too. He's been kind of
I
playing
forgot
through.
about that. You're right.
So because of that, yeah, I could see a 50-50 split or a 55-45, something like that. What's up, Dennis?
All right, so last over-under question. Our defense has not been causing a lot of turnovers, but I feel like we've gotten a lot of addition by subtraction with some of these players. I'll make this one easy. Over under half a turnover. Do we get one or do we get zero?
Over. I'm gonna say over.
We get one turnover?
Yeah.
Are we predicting the weekly Trayvon?
See, I was gonna say that, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go opposite on him too, just like I did with Zeke. So maybe it finally happens. I'm gonna say he doesn't get an interception this week.
Yeah.
That way he will, because that's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. It'll come from someone else. It'll come from the general. That'll throw everybody off. We'll finally get a linebacker in pass coverage and that can cover it. And
everybody saying over, except my guy Taiwan sticking with under. Hey, I can't blame you. We only got 2 picks on the whole year, and I think 3 turnovers. Is it 1 pick or 2? Maybe 1.
1, I thought.
We only got 1 pick on the year and 3
1.
turnovers in general.
Yeah,
so,
that's sad. And we wanted to get rid of Byron Jones, who's an amazing cover corner, because we said he didn't get enough turnovers.
And like William said, Wentz does lead the league in turnovers and sacks. So it's going to be – something's got to give today. Either we get one or he doesn't give any.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going through the comments. One Stop Cowboys, thank you for joining us on Twitter. And thank you for bringing that point up about Dorrance Armstrong is ahead of Gregory. I mean, he only got 6 snaps last week, and 5 of them came before halftime, which was really surprising to me.
Yeah.
But you never know. I feel like that Griffin is out now. I feel like Armstrong gets more of those backup D-Law snaps between Armstrong and Anai. I feel like it's going to be pretty much Smith and Randy Gregory on their right side.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. But I do hope Armstrong shows that potential today. We do see some potential because we've been, he's in that 3rd year, which is supposed to be the year where you know what you got with these edge guys. So it'd be nice if Armstrong shows up a little bit on tape today too.
Yeah, we definitely need to see more of him.
Anthony Brown will get the pick in this game, Jeff says.
Let's try this out. So we did. You want to move the game predictions now, Lambo, real quick, so we can get the Cowboy deal out?
Oh, Cowboy deal.
Okay, so Wednesday, because this is a rivalry week, I almost got it that time. We normally have one of our fan favorites, Cowboy Dale, come in and join us, and he gives us his game prediction. And for you guys who missed it this past Wednesday, he came on and gave it to us. But for you guys who didn't get to see it, we're gonna play it one more time. So now we're moving into our next to last segment, and that is game prediction.
Game prediction.
All right, and with that being said, here comes Cowboy Dale giving us his game prediction for Week 8.
Cowboy Dale, if you couldn't tell, man, I'm crazier than hell. Ow! Woo! Let me tell you what, man. Look, hey, I had to take it back, man. Look, see what I got going on here, man? Look, guys, I had to take it back to the original Cowboy deal because that's how crazy 2020 is.
That's how crazy this season is, man.
Look, it's crazy as hell. And look, we got Ben Dunici coming in. Who the hell's heard of this guy or the small college he's played at, James Madison? Come on, man. This kind of got those Tony Romo vibes, man. Look, Dak's still the quarterback and he will be the quarterback. But got some weird optimism about this game, man. And let me tell you why. This is a mobile quarterback to somewhat you could say he's a little bit mobile. And I think he can actually escape and run out of the pocket. There's not a lot of film on him in the NFL, so I think he can be sneaky good, man. I'm telling you what, and I think he can make plays running and scrambling. It's going to surprise some people. Hey, man, I think the defense is going to show up. And, hey, this is going to be a surprise game, man. I'm telling you what, we're going to pull out a win. 24-21. Cowboys, man. We're going to shoot them birds down, man. Look, man, we're going to be karate chopping while we're kung fu kicking. Hey, shoot them birds, man. Die, Eagles, die, baby. Cry, Eagles, cry, man. That's how Cowboy Dale does it. Ow! Look, man, I'm also optimistic because we got rid of Dontae Poe's dumb, slow, fat ass, man. Let me tell you what, he didn't stop nothing, man. Maybe he stopped his diet. That's about the only thing he ever stopped. Hey, man, you guys have a good night, man. This is Cowboy Dale from Cowboys Y'all. You need to check out Cowboys Y'all and Bluff City Cowboys and the Cowboys Zone. And donate to the Cash Apps, guys, because it really helps the show, you know what I'm saying? This is Cowboy Dale, man. I'm out, baby. Ow!
All right, and that was Cowboy Dale giving us his game prediction. Lambo. So I think he gave us 24-21.
Yeah.
And you also gave 24-21. So
Yeah.
for you guys who gave your game prediction, you don't have to give it again unless it changes. But I just want to check with Lambo to see has his game prediction changed since Wednesday.
I'm gonna stick with 24-21 Cowboys.
Okay. Now for me, because they got all these guys coming back, I'm gonna change mine. I still think we win, but I had it 24-23 before. I'm gonna take the score up a little bit more. I think it's 27-24 Dallas.
Okay.
They haven't been able to stop a lot of people, and I feel like they're gonna score a little bit more than 23. I'll give them another field goal. I see we got a call coming in. Let's see if I can get them through. All right, caller, you on the air?
What's going on, guys? It's Jeff.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
What's going on?
Yeah. One stop Cowboys. I am being logical. I think we have a good shot of winning this week. We did a lot of addition by subtraction. If you look at where we struggled at, a lot of it was running up the middle, and I think getting rid of Poe gets rid of that. And backside contain, I think getting rid of Griffin gets rid of that. We got Sean Lee coming in that helps with pass coverage and play calling, and we get Zach Martin back. So I feel like this line is going to be a little bit more have a little bit more continuity. But you're not the only one that goes against Dallas. Oh, Brian, you made a drastic change. If I'm not mistaken, Brian, you had it 42-3 Philly on Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken,
He was probably still upset about that last game. I'm gonna to be realistic, y'all. If I was a betting man, like if I seriously had to bet my paycheck, which I desperately need for my 4 kids and everything, if I had to bet that paycheck, I would bet on the Eagles to win. But I got a little bit of weird optimism on my gut, so I'm going with the Cowboys in a close win, and that's only because I think Ben's gonna make some plays scrambling and keeping some stuff active. Could be wrong. He could completely suck, but we'll see.
if I had money on the line, I would still go Dallas.
Would you?
I honestly feel like we could score 30 points, but I don't want to be that optimistic. I mean, I just feel like the offense is there. Their secondary is bad. Danucci's going to open up a little bit more time in the passing game with his mobility, and I think he's going to throw them off a little bit with his mobility as well. And Stephen Arthur, thank you for joining us first time. First timer, make sure you like. Make sure you join us Wednesday for the Cowboy Zone, and make sure you keep giving us some comments.
Yeah,
Hey,
please.
Jeff, while you got you on the phone, you had 24-21, just like Cowboy Dale and Lambeau. Are you changing yours?
No, I'm gonna keep mine the same. And I want to say, Lambo, we're praying for you and your grandmother, man. First
Thank
of
you.
all.
I appreciate that. I just got a text about her. That's why I'm not as like. I'm usually a little slightly more hyped than this, y'all. So forgive me. Grandma's in the hospital.
Oh, that's all right, man.
But I appreciate that, Jeff.
First, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're at
That's
11.
first, man.
We're 11:44. We're gonna try to get out of here in no more than 10 minutes. So we didn't do this on Wednesday. Let's go to everybody's favorite segment. So get them ready, and it is now time for bold predictions.
Bold predictions.
All right, so Jeff, since you're on the line, do you have a bold prediction for us?
I do.
What you
I'm gonna
got?
throw a curveball. We've been doing over unders on Zeke for like the last 3 or 4 weeks.
7.
So my bold prediction is gonna be that Pollard is gonna get 100 yards and a touchdown.
Okay. 100 and a TD.
100 and a TD. We're gonna change the game up a little bit.
All right, Lambo, you got one in mind?
I'm gonna say Ben DiNucci or DiNucci. I'm gonna say he has more passing yards than Wentz, more rushing yards than Wentz, more touchdown passes than Wentz, and less turnovers than Wentz.
Okay.
And a higher completion percentage than Wentz.
Okay. I was at I see Marlo comes in and says Dallas finally stops the run.
That is bold.
Yeah, for sure.
Sadly, that is bold.
And I like what Jack Meeker put. Mine was actually the same thing. Wentz 5 sacks. I had 4 actually, so you're a little bit bolder than I am because they've averaged 4 a week. So Jack has 5. I guess because his is more bold than mine, I have to match his. So I'll take mine up to Dallas gets 5 sacks as well. All right, guys. We got a lot of people in the comments. We got a lot of regulars still here. Mendoza, O'Brien. Let's get your bold predictions in. Steve and Arthur, I know you're joining us for the first time. So on this segment, we like to find out everybody's bold prediction and see who gets them right. Adam LeBlanc, if you're still here, let's get yours. William Coulter. Okay. Mendoza has DiNucci for 2 touchdowns. I actually feel like I don't feel like that's bold to me. I feel like he's gonna get 2 touchdowns, 1 pass, 1 rushing. All right. Defense gives up less than 30 for Brian. I guess that's why you changed your game prediction. Brian, you got a little bit more faith in the defense. And I just feel like as long as they stop the long runs and get some of these teams off the field, I feel the same way. Joe Jones, defensive touchdown. And there was another factor of the game we haven't talked about. That kick return looked pretty good last week. Maybe Pollard's getting in a rhythm now. Thanks,
Yes. I seen that. I
Did
seen that.
Pollard 100 yards and a touchdown? I didn't say how he was getting a touchdown.
Baby Dez.
All right, Shane Odom has 3 times by just Gregory. So Gregory 3 sacks. So Jeff, you putting a caveat in there, huh?
Yeah, I think he gets a touchdown. It can either be through kickoff, running, or catching. But he's definitely going to get a touchdown this week.
Yeah, that score is pretty bold now. But Mendoza holding them under 20. All right, I think we got all the regulars. Arthur, you got okay. He got Gallup getting a TD. Marlo, you still there? Give us your bold prediction, or did I miss it? If you put one, Marlo
bold prediction where we actually stop the run.
Oh, okay. Okay, I missed that one.
Yeah, y'all. I can't. Y'all that brought up Cowboy Dale looking completely different, or me looking completely different from Cowboy Dale now. I can't get used to this either. I don't like it. And for
But you're two different people though, Lambo.
this is why I had to shave it, because I was Joe Exotic for Halloween, and I had to have the handlebars.
With your favorite tiger.
I had it all: the boots, the knee brace, everything, man. So my as soon as we got home from Halloween, my wife was like, "All right, you gotta shave the handlebars off. You can't keep those." So I gotta let it grow, everything grow back.
All right, Taiwan coming in, Zeke with 3 TDs. All right, you guys have any other bold predictions? I almost feel like I gotta come up with another one because of Jack Meeker taking mine up a step. Last week I guaranteed Diggs got an interception, and I was horribly wrong on that one. I won't double down on it. So I do have a bold prediction, another one. One of our defensive tackles gets a sack. Because I don't think we have a defensive tackle sack all year.
Donovan Wilson gets an
Wilson
interception.
I think Woods may have gotten half a sack when Jalen got his sack. But other than that, no. What did you say, Lambo? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying Donovan Wilson gets an interception.
Okay. William said the Eagles don't score 20 points at halftime.
Right.
Shane Odom. McCarthy challenges a call for the first time. That would be pretty bold considering what we've looked like. I'm sorry, Lambo. You said Greg gets 2 strip sacks. Brian said Wentz gets injured. I don't know how bold that is either. All right, we're at 11:51. So I think we're going to try to get out of here in a minute. But before we do, we got one more segment, and that is our fantasy favorites.
Fantasy favorites.
All right, we've been talking quite a bit about DiNucci. So does anyone do either of you guys have DiNucci as your fantasy favorite for this game? Or do you have a Cowboy as a fantasy favorite? Let me ask that question. Jeff, what you got?
Well, mine, I guess it would have to go with DiNucci, but I think it's gonna be a close tie between Amari and DiNucci.
Okay.
As you said earlier, Amari is always good for 6 catching, no matter who's the quarterback.
Yep.
My gut is telling me that Cooper's gonna have a pretty good game. I'm sitting him in fantasy, but that's because I got some better matchups. But my gut is telling me he's gonna have a pretty big game.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe 120 and a touch.
That's a big game. That's almost bold.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
All right, now, boy, I have a feeling I know who your fantasy favorite is for this game, but go ahead.
Mine is CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, surprise me.
And also Travis Fulgham.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Dallas Goedert.
I do think he has a big game, but I think Travis Fulgham will have a bigger game for them.
Yeah.
But I do think CeeDee Lamb's going to have a great game as well.
You know what? I'm really high on Dallas. I'm on Travis Fulgham as well. That's probably my fantasy favorite. Eric Unroll, thank you for joining. I see we got a couple of other Cowboy receivers. Taiwan Gallup. Stephen Arthur has Coop. Greg the leg if he can make them. All right, so we all got different guys. Lambo and I kind of leaning towards Fulgham. I just really like that kid when it comes to jump balls. If they keep Diggs on him, I feel like he can neutralize them. But anybody else, that kid has a real talent for 50-50 balls. All right, so outside of this game, I see Mendoza gave us Scotty Miller for his fantasy favorite outside of this game. Lambo, you got one outside of this game, or you want to let Jeff take it first?
Outside this game,
yeah.
It is a known name, but I like Tyreek Hill versus the Jets this week.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a couple real big plays that's going to give him 75% of his points in the first half. It'll slow down the second half, obviously, with the lead. I imagine him having a big lead, but I think he's going to have enough big plays in the first half to make up for his lack of a passing game in the second half.
Yeah. Now, I was actually gonna go the Chiefs game as well, but I'm going Le'Veon Bell. It's always something about a rivalry game.
I almost picked him just for that fact.
Yeah. Rivalry games are always big. He's guaranteed at least one touchdown. At least.
I'm starting him against you this week.
Yeah,
actually.
I know.
So I hope you're right.
So yeah, I did see that Mendoza when they said Fulgham is better than Lamb. I'm not falling for that one. He's a talented guy though.
He's a talented dude, but he's pretty much a product of them not having anybody else to throw to
Right.
over the
half. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put Lamb on the team, and he's a completely different animal. He may have 8 catches a game.
Yeah.
And Brian says he likes the Pittsburgh wide receiver. Do you mean Claypool or Juju or Deontay Johnson? Because I like all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm a big Johnson guy.
It's something interesting. Don't Pittsburgh play? Do they? No, they don't play Baltimore this week. Yeah, they do.
Play Baltimore this week.
So they had Dez wearing number 11 against while on the practice squad this whole week because of Chase Claypool wearing number 11 and Dez being a bigger guy.
Okay.
So they had Dez wear 11 all week just to try to do some of the things Claypool does to get their team to get the Ravens ready. So they used Dez as their Claypool.
Yeah.
Thought that was interesting.
Brian meant Claypool as well.
Yeah.
All right, Terry Rudd, thank you for joining us. Jeff, you got your fantasy favorite outside of the Cowboys game?
Yeah, I usually try to go against somebody that's on my team, but I got to go Stephon Diggs without a Stephon Gilmore this week. I got to go. I think Diggs have a huge game.
That's a good one there.
Yeah.
He just happened to be on my fantasy team too, but I really with no Gilmore, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, Terry puts up a good point. It's pouring down in Baltimore. It's a lot of bad weather games around the league this year. So
yeah,
receivers are gonna be kind of struggling around the league. I'm actually thinking about changing my kicker. I have Randy Bullock from the Bengals, but I think that's gonna be a windy game. But every matchup, Bullock gets at least 9 points a game, so it's hard to change him, even though the weather may dictate otherwise. So I'm gonna leave it in. But if you guys haven't looked already, make sure you check the weather forecast for some of these games, especially northern games like Green Bay, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore. Make sure you check that weather. If the wind's blowing more than 20 miles an hour and you have a receiver that depends on the deep ball, you may want to make a change. All right, we're at 11:57. I think that's pretty much it. So, Jeff, we're about to let you go so we can close this thing out. You got any closing thoughts before we leave?
Now I'm hoping for a win in my fantasy league today. I hope Cowboys win, and it'll be a pretty good Sunday.
I'm looking forward to Victory Wednesday this week.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too.
And we're looking forward to hearing some good news about Lambo and his grandmother too, man.
Yeah.
Marcus, keep me updated on that, man.
Oh, for sure.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Terry. Ayuka is going to be a problem today, and thank goodness for me, I picked him up, and I play you this week. So let's hope he has a really good game. All right, Lambo, I think that's it, and thank you for joining us, Jeff. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thanks for the Cash App donation, Taiwan. See you, Jeff. Yeah, thanks, Taiwan, for that Cash App donation, man.
Yeah, man, we definitely appreciate your support, and got a Cowboys Zone sweatshirt coming. It should be ready next week, and I'll be sure to get in the mail and get that over to you. And if anybody hits a bold prediction or a game prediction, we will get you a Cowboys Zone shirt as well. But Taiwan, as always, we appreciate your support. All right, Lambo, with 11:58. I think that's pretty much all we got for today. So if you want to, go ahead and hit them with that social media.
Y'all can find me at Cowboys Y'all on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Patreon. And on Instagram, I am Cowboys Y'all 88. Please subscribe, especially on YouTube, and hit that bell. And we look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday.
All right, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and now YouTube at Bluff City Cowboys. On Twitter, you can find me at Bluff Cowboys. And also be sure to join us this Wednesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time for a new episode of the Cowboy Zone as we recap this Eagles game and look forward to next week's game versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that's all we got for today. Lambo, again, thoughts and prayers are with your family. We appreciate you kind of biting the bullet and coming in and joining us for an episode today. And Lambo, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Nope. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And, we can't wait to see y'all on Wednesday and hopefully with a big W.
For sure. All right, that's it for the Cowboy Zone. I'm Marcus. This is Lambo, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.